Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 70 yards on the pickup. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Second and goal from the 1. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. This defense for They were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Set, ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see it often, this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
70 Buffalo. Buffalo 18.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, back. Opposite, green. Hey, check Raven. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. You showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go now.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
40, 70, dragon 60.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
7 Pirates.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
19 Wyatt. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go street.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Get it. 60 average. 60 average. Mustang 19.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go, go.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T. Higgins as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Half the 60, half the 60. Cut 19.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
But first down, Hurts. James has got it, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 35 on second down, Hurts. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines. Is
touchdown, Eagles! Greg Calcaterra, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 13. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's second and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Down.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And Lance throws the interception, his third. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, trap 60, Buffalo 18.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
In motion left comes Brown.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, here's Lance. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready. 6, 7.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Let's go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.